Yeah, you're one of the few people who comes down on a Thursday. Most people make their downtown trips on Tuesdays. Right, exactly. Yeah, which probably not as fun, but at least with traffic wise, it's a little bit nicer because Tuesday is getting like really packed in for the drive-in. Well, let's see if we can't cool you off a little bit more. Go ahead, start giving me those arm circles. Start bringing them down. Start going backwards for me right there. Yeah, Karen has today and tomorrow off, and then Dot's been gone all week. So I'm glad that you stopped in because otherwise, probably would have been in here all by myself. Yeah, go ahead, start giving me those hamstrings and those chest. She did email me thinking she was coming in either this week or next week to actually partake in the class. So thought it might be fun to have a few more of you guys back in with each other. Yeah, I was curious because like it's been raining all week, or at least where I live. So I wasn't sure if you had that much gardening getting done this last week. Oh, okay. Go ahead, start giving me some squats right there. Yeah, we'll warm up those legs after. Where do you hike? Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, they do have nicer stuff down there. I considered going to college at St. Olaf, and like the entire town is very beautiful. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, start giving me calf raises at the top as well. Yeah, I like hiking. Lebanon Hills is in Egan. It's a very massive location, and if I ever move away, I feel like I'm gonna every now and then have to drive back to that just because it's so huge. And yeah, there's a lot of people. It's awesome when they do that. Yeah, it's amazing. They give you guys like all that separate entry levels, and so you kind of see where you guys enter, and then kind of it's always fun when you just run into the horse and they kind of let you talk to them, and it's also so cool. Yeah, every like little pond you'll see where the horse trample over to get water. So I'm like, oh, there's a horse here. There's a horse here. Right there. Go ahead, start hugging those knees in for me. Hugging the knees in. Also, every now and then I'll travel down to Rosemount. They have a deer, or can't exactly remember the name of it, but they have horses down there as well. I think it's next to the U's like reservatory place. Yeah, they have a horse. It's a much smaller than Lebanon's, but so not many people use it. But every now and then on a nice day you'll see. I mean, then again, people down there just kind of ride the horses on the streets as well. So yeah. Honestly, just getting away. I mean, those locations are still the cities, but like it's nice to get away from all the streets, and people will be out there just snowmobiling on the roads, and you'll see horses and everybody waves when you drive by. So yep. And go ahead, grab some water here. We'll get started in a second. Do you still have the horses, or no? Was that down in Northfield or yeah? Yeah. Oh yeah, because yeah, you would have grown up obviously down there, so a bunch of people. We're starting off here in a second. We're gonna have single arm shoulder press. Oh, I forgot because we're gonna go single arm shoulder press, and then after that we're gonna transition right into a lateral raise. So if you want a medium weight for the lateral raise, I forgot to mention you'll be needing that as well. That's all right. But yeah, we're starting single arm here, just shoulder raise, and then we'll transition into the lateral. So 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, right there. So growing up in Northfield all those years, was it fun with the Carlton St. Olaf? Okay. 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 So yeah, that's a little bit more in the cities. Yeah, because that's when I was considering going there. That rivalry, like the fact that they'll bring it throughout the entire town. I heard was always an interesting. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you're just gonna transition same arm here, and you're giving me a lateral raise. Yep, same arm. If you gotta take a couple reps off, that's okay. But this also won't be as long. But we are fatiguing that shoulder here. Also working on the trunk stability, trying to stay as straight as possible. So that's why I'm giving you the mirror a little bit right there. 10 more seconds. That's all right. Yeah. 5 seconds for me. 1 or 2 more reps in that 5 seconds. 3, 2. Go ahead. Breathe. If you want to set that weight down so that arm can breathe a little bit, we're going to start that next arm in 3, 2, 1. Same thing. Shoulder press here. Yeah. My mom grew up in a farm. She was raised on a farm out in Wisconsin. So when I had the opportunity to go to college, I'm like, I'm going. It's either going to be St. John's up in like next to St. Cloud, or St. Peter or St. Olaf. I was like, I just need to get out of the city for a little bit here. It's probably a little bit in my blood, but yeah. Oh, or Gustavus down in St. Peter. Yeah, yeah. 3, 2, 1. Getting ready for that lateral raise, and 2, 1 right there. Yeah, the other option would have been Scholastica, which is it's a metro up there, obviously in Duluth, but it's still away. So I think that's a nice thing about the Twin Cities is that there's not one major city. So because of that, a bunch of the other big corporations will also kind of choose, Minnetonka or Edina to establish a corporate. 3, 2, 1. Great work there. Go ahead, set that weight down. Work it out. The next thing we're doing here is we're going into a row there. Heavyweights are going to be here, and then from there we're going into a rear delt, and then a bicep curl. We'll start in. Yeah, that's it. 3, 2, and 1. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing about Augsburg. When I was considering going to one of those two schools, I was like, it's just too much in the central location, and it is next to the U, which gives you opportunities. Um, yeah, definitely agree with you there. Oh, right there, we're gonna go into a rear delt. 3, 2, go ahead right there. Yeah, if you this one might require lighter rates or just less reps here as well. Yeah, I'll drive by Augsburg's and like I'm just not sure where they house all their residents because they have that one big dorm, and then I'm sure everybody else has apartments around. But 3, 2, 1. We're going bicep curls next. 3, 2, begin for me right there. And 3, 2, and 1. Grab some water here. It's just a quick water break here because we're coming down to the mat. We have 1 or 2 options. It's either going to be just a normal bench press, or what I'm going to have you do is a single arm push up. You'd be on your knees or normal push up, but you're basically just doing one arm here. Again, that's going to be the option. You can either do that or you can do a single arm bench press off the ground. It does, yeah. Like a plank, like a low plank, and then the other one is kind of pushing it up into a high plank. So, yep, 3, 2, and go ahead right there. There you go. And 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna have you rotate onto your back here, and now you're taking your light weight, and you just worked your left arm, so you're going to be giving me left tricep extension, just in that left side. 3, 2, and go ahead, begin for me right there. Oh. 10 seconds, and then we're doing the other arm. So starting off with that push up, and then into that tricep extension. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, no, I forgot we were going to be needing those mediums. Go ahead and begin in 4, 3, 2, 1, right there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow transition here onto the back. Again, going for that tricep extension. And we're going in 3, 2, 1. Right there. There you go. So when you garden, remind me, is it just flowers or are you doing fruit as well? Any of it? Okay. Right there. Go ahead, stop for me. Come on up, grab some water. Yeah, my mom always wanted to get back into the farming. She always tried it at our old house or at the house, and could never get it to stick throughout the summer. She never got into it enough, but she always wanted to pick that back up. It is, yeah. We're going to do some of those same movements, mainly the more multi-joint or at least larger muscle groups. So I'm not going to target the single arm shoulder actions, but we're going to be doing dual shoulder press now. And we're going 3, 2, and begin right there. Awesome. There you go. Watch in the mirror, keeping those weights under control. We're over halfway here, over halfway. That's it. We're well over halfway. Focusing on that tricep. The goal is the burn here. The goal is that burn. Just 5 seconds for me. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Breathe it out right there. Feel free to set those weights down because I did target those shoulders a little bit. You're picking them up in again, but again, just shake it out for me because after this, we're going into that row again. If you want to do the small weights or if you want to jump up, because you will have a little bit more strength availability here. But we're going for that in about 8 seconds here. And starting rowing for me in 4, 3, 2, and go off for me right there. Pitching those shoulder blades together, maintain that posture. And then in 10 seconds, you're going to be giving me a hold at the top. 10 seconds, you're giving me a hold at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1. Driving those elbows up to the ceiling. Still staying in that position, but trying not to lose an inch of depth there. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going into bicep curls here next. Coming down to the ground, bench press, triceps. Not too much of a quick transition, but then a nice little water break after that. Let's go in 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin for me right there. Utilizing both mirrors. If we're noticing that sway, we can put one foot in front of the other. That's if we're starting to just sway the body a little bit there. And let's have you right here where my hands are, right here where my hands are. There you go. So a little bit of a hold here to finish this off. Again, after this, we're going down to the floor. 2 exercises, water break after that. 2, 1. Head on down here with me. Dual arm here, no single arm. Just bench press unless you want to do push-ups. I'll give you that opportunity. All right. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and press for me right there. Just 10 seconds for me, 10 seconds for me. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick breather for those arms. One more set, tricep extensions. Nice water break coming after that. Oh, no, dual arms. Yep. We're going 3, 2, 1. Both arms working together here. Locking that elbow position, trying to avoid utilizing those lats in the upper back. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, set those down. Grab me some water. We'll be back in a second. Take your time getting up, but once you're up, as always, keep on moving. Keep that blood flow going throughout the body. All right, next thing here that we're going to have is going to be RDL followed by lunges. Then we're coming down glute bridges. So RDL, that's just utilizing that. After that, we'll have forward or backwards lunges, however you feel more comfortable that you want to do them today, down to the ground. Glute bridges. And we're going in 5, 4, RDLs right here. 2, 1 right there for me. Keeping that back nice and straight, utilizing the hamstrings and the glutes. There we go. Great adjustment. Hopefully this starts to loosen up some of those muscles from gardening. Opener. Mm-hmm. Give me one more rep here. We're transitioning over to lunges. And right there, let's go in 3, 2, and begin. He come back with anything? Yeah? Yeah. Awesome. How far north does he like to get? Just like above the Twin Cities, or does he like to go? Okay. Mm-hmm. Even us out there, and then we're coming down. Glute bridges here off the ground. Yeah, when you get up north, there's a lot of different opportunities depending on how north you want to get. Let's go in 4, 3, 2, and right there. Pressing. Oh, yeah. Pressing through those heels, driving those hips as high as they can, even taking a little pause at the top to make sure we get that full height. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up here, slow transition. We're doing those 3 activities again. So that RDL to lunges, back down to glute bridge. Yep. Water break, and then we're finishing down on the mat. RDLs in 6, 4, 3, 2, and go ahead, begin right there. Shoulder blades stay nice and together. Back stays nice and straight. Feel free to use the mirror in either direction to help us out. Not listening. You guys always are. You always say that is no matter how much you don't want to do it, you'll do it more if I tell you to stop. 5 seconds for me. We transition over to those lunges. And 3, 2, 1. Lunges here coming at us. 3, 2. Go ahead right there. Trying to get maybe 2 more each leg here. Or just 1 more, finishing up right there, heading down to the mat here. Again, glute bridge here, water break after that. And we're ending up down here as well. And 3, 2, and pressing through those heels up towards the ceiling. Where were you feeling most sore from gardening? The hip, hamstrings? Okay. So we'll see. Yeah. Then give me a hold at the top because it's not our glutes then that are sore. So I just wanted to confirm for us there. 2, 1, break, water, finishing up down on the mats. Ah! I've had that too. Yeah, you just kind of gotta be like, okay, pen down, breathe it out, shake it out. To start us off here, we're gonna have one of two options. We're gonna either be in a side plank, and if we want to be in that side plank, we can also do a little dip. We'll switch sides from there. But we're getting ready to do that here in about 10 seconds. So again, side plank with optional dip if you want to do the dip. Let's start in 2 and 1. There you go. Yep. Getting a little bit of that outer hip, those abductors in there as well. Yep, it's going to take a little second, so don't have to rush the reps, but you're doing great. "15 seconds for me. We're switching over." That's all right. Yeah. Oh, you're on pace. You're on pace. Just less than 10 here. Less than 10. And switching right there. That was awesome. Starting in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead right there for me. Just breathing through it now, breathing through it. Did awesome that other side. This side might be a little bit sore just because we are using those hip abductors here as well. So if you ever want to just keep it stationary, 10 seconds for me, 10 seconds. We'll be on our backs here. We're going to have toe touches. 3, 2, 1. That's great. How you feeling? Right here, we have toe touches. So again, those are those hips or those legs up, and we're just touching up. Go ahead, catch your breath here. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Beat me to the count anyway. There you go. Last 2 exercises we're going to hang out with after this are going to be bird dog and plank. Five seconds here for me. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Bird dog's coming at us here. Let's do a hold. We're going to go hold 30 seconds each side. And we'll start in 3, 2, 1. This might be good for the glutes as well. There you go. Keeping that balance, keeping that stability throughout the body. Nice straight line from the ankle to the wrist. Halfway on this one side, halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice little transition over to the other. And 2, 1, begin. Perfect. Halfway. Again, plank here. That's our last activity, finishing us off there. 5, 4, 3, 2. Way to maintain that one here. Catching our breath. Again, last activity. Let's start in 4, 3, 2, and up in plank. High plank or low plank, that's the option. Way to self-monitor. That's halfway right there. Doing great, doing great. Keep breathing here, trying to relax the neck and the face here. That's going to make it easier for us. But, it might not seem like it. Just 10 seconds for me. Just 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead. Breathe it out there. Grab some water. Once you've gotten that drink here, we're up. And we're just stretching the hamstrings. I said we'd finish on the mat, but then we're coming back up to stretch. Hey, I'm giving us a nice little hamstring. Again, hamstring, bending down, completely relaxed here, not too much tension. Again, this is where I want you to focus on breathing and lightly stretching those hamstrings. And come on up here. We're going to reach over to the wall. We're going to give me a nice chest stretch here. Yeah. And switch over to the other side for me. That's why we kind of like to do them one after the other, kind of just to realize that. Come on off here. Give me a nice quad stretch. You can utilize the wall if you want to, but yeah, grabbing that ankle. There you go. And switch there, other side. And right there, I'll have you come back to me here. Give yourself a nice stretch out with that spine here. A couple of exhales, coming back to me. Rolling those shoulders forwards and back. Again, just relaxing that neck here. And then we're going to dip our chin to our chest, stretching the back of our neck. Raising up here, different direction, opposite direction, chin to the ceiling. And returning to center, utilizing the mirror if we have to, one ear, same side shoulder, side of the neck, maybe being mindful of that opposite side. And coming up and doing the same thing, other side for me. And go ahead, relax right there. If you want to do a few more stretches, more than welcome, but that's when I will release you. And that'll be it for our class. Yeah, glad we could stop in.